Hey guys, what's going on? Here's another video for you. This is my In Flames collection. In Flames is a Swedish melodic death metal band that started in 1990. So it wasn't until 1994 that they released their first album, which is, I have it somewhere here, yep, Lunar Strain. This is a good album. I like it. It's a little kind of all over the place. You can tell they're trying to find their sound. This album has the lead singer from Dark Tranquillity on it, and he does a pretty good job. I think the most standout aspect of this album is how there's kind of like folkish songs on here. I think like it's been a while, but I think it's like In Flames and then like Dreamscape or one of those have like cellos in it, which is pretty cool. It's interesting for them. But yeah, all in all, it's a decent album. It's not amazing. I'd give this like 6.5 out of 10. And then after that, in 1995, they released an EP called Subterranean, which is much better than the first album. It's a 5-song EP. This version comes with 4 bonus tracks. Yes, good album. Again, this has Dark Tranquillity singer on it. They definitely stepped up their songwriting. There's some memorable songs in here, and it's when they really lean into their style that they would later become famous for, with like this specific riffing and all of that. Like Stand Ablaze is great, Timeless, Biosphere. Yeah, it's a decent EP. I'd give this like a 7.5 out of 10. It's good stuff. So then in 1996, Anders joined the band as a vocalist, and he's remained with them ever since. This is when they released the Jester Race, and this version comes with Black Ash Inheritance EP, which the only redeeming quality for that EP is the song Goliath Disarm Their David, which is one of the best songs they've ever written. The riffs in that are just like fucking top tier. But anyway, yeah, Jester Race, amazing album. To be honest, I didn't quite care for it that much at first. I think the production to me was like a little thin, but if you really get into the songwriting and again, like the riffing is just amazing. And back in the day when I first got this, I remember reading reviews and people were like, it really has this like ancient kind of atmosphere to it, almost like medieval in a way, and I didn't really understand what they were talking about. But now that I go back and listen to it, whether it's acoustic sections in Moonshield or the Jester's Dance, or just like the riffs in general and like the Jester Race, Graveland, Lord Hypnos, Dead Eternity, it really has a special kind of magic behind it. This is one of the best melodic death metal albums ever. I'd probably give this like probably a 9.5 out of 10. And to be honest, I'm really not a big melodic death metal fan. I don't really like Dark Tranquillity. Soilwork's okay. Everything else, I'm just like, I don't like Insomnium. I find it boring as shit. I don't know, whatever. I started listening to In Flames when I was like 10, so I guess there's an element of nostalgia to it for me. But I mean, the music still holds up, so there's something to be said about that. So in 1997, they released Horacle. This is an amazing album, really, really thick atmosphere. You have songs like Jotun, Food for the Gods, Gyroscope, Gesture Script Transfigured, Worlds Within the Margin, Everything Counts, which is, it's kind of a dopey, it's a cover of a Depeche Mode song. The lyrics are a little dopey, but otherwise, this is near a perfect album. It's kind of annoying how every time you see them play live, they play the same song off of here, The Hive, which it's a good song, but it's probably one of my least favorite on the album. It's like, you guys have so many other songs on here to play live, and you just don't do it, but okay. But yeah, no, this is a near perfect album. His vocals are ferocious in this, which is, he definitely packed a punch back in the day, Anders. And again, the riffs are just amazing. Yeah, another 9.5 out of 10. And so after that, in 1999, they released Colony. This is probably my favorite album by them. I love the production. It's so punchy and well done, and just has this kind of like warm, embracing feel to it. Every song on here is beyond words catchy, memorable, vocals are on point, they're firing at all cylinders. This is also the first time where they get drummer David Svensson to step in, and he does a great job. But yeah, you have Embody the Invisible, which is one of their best songs, Scorn, Colony, Zombie Inc., which is such a uplifting song, Corsair Existence, Resin, Insipid 2000. This is probably my favorite album by these guys. And no complaints or anything. This is probably a 10 out of 10 for me. These guys really have a special place in my heart because I pretty much, around the age of like 10 or 11, I started listening to these guys, Cradle of Filth, Sepultura, Cannibal Corpse, bands like that. And these guys and Cradle of Filth are really what stuck with me, at least like in the middle school years. And this album still holds up. I can still listen to it today, and I'm just like blown away. It's like, god damn, man, that is some quality ass fucking metal right there. And so yeah, in 2000, and this was the first album I bought by them. In 2000, they released Clayman, which is another excellent album. I love this album. A lot of people give this album shit. I don't know why. I guess there are some kind of slower, kind of like more like melancholic songs on here, like Satellites and Astronauts and Square Nothing. But you have so many good songs. Brush the Dust Away is one of my favorite songs by them. Pinball Map, Only for the Weak, of course that's a staple by them. Swim, so many good songs. Maybe not quite to the level of the past three, which I just talked about, but just right up there. This is a 9 out of 10. And funny story about this, they tried to re-record this in like 2020, and it was like one of the worst things ever, but we'll get to that era of In Flames shortly. So yeah, in 2000... Oh wait, no, I actually have a live album from them in 2001. Tokyo Showdown. The only reason I got this was because the set list was so good. God, what I would have given to live back then and see when they actually played a, I don't know, good set list as opposed to today. I just saw them like a couple months ago and it was just, oh God, I don't, whatever. But yeah, this has an excellent set list. Songs from Clayman, Colony, Horacle, good stuff. So yeah, anyway, in 2002, they released Reroute to Remain. Now, I get why people give this album shit. It definitely is a transition for them from it's just kind of more accessible melodic death metal. And also the production on here is really weird. But yeah, I got this when it came out, and I like a good chunk of it. Reroute to Remain, System, Trigger, Cloud Connected's good, but I've heard it like 10 billion times. Transparent is an awesome song. Dawn of a New Day is cool. It's kind of when he starts to go into that whiny territory, though, which is kind of a little off-putting. And then the second to last song on here, Metaphor, is just awful. It's so bad. But most of the other songs on here are pretty good. I get why people don't like it, but I still like a good chunk of it. So I'd probably give this like an 8 out of 10. And so after that, in 2004, they released Soundtrack to Your Escape, which I remember when that came out. And yeah, this album took a while for me to appreciate. The Quiet Place is a good song. Touch of Red. I really like My Sweet Shadow and Evil in a Closet. I know they're kind of like, again, leaning into the corporate, like, hot topic-y kind of vibes a little too much, but and then the rest of the album is kind of like Borders and Shading, Superhero of the Computer Age, Bottled, like they're all, it's okay. But those songs I mentioned are very good. It's not their best. Again, this is a very low-rated album, and I could see why. Again, the production's really weird on here, and this is, along with Reroute to Remain, where Anders starts switching his vocal style to like more, as I like to call it, homework sucks music, like 14-year-old, whatever mom type of appeal to a fan base. So yeah, I'd give this like a 7 on its best day, 6.5 on a regular day. It's okay, it's not bad. And then in 2006, they released Come Clarity. And this is a good album. It's a ferocious album. A lot of the songs took off as singles for them, like Take This Life, Leeches. Dead End has a female vocalist guest spot. I really like Pacing Death's Trail, Crawl Through Knives. Dead End is good. Vacuum's really good. Leeches is great. Come Clarity, the title track, has a really whiny vocal section, but for whatever reason, I kind of like it. Again, I feel like it might have to do with like the nostalgia thing, because I used to listen to this all the time with my friends in high school. So yeah, it's a pretty good album. It's not as good as like Colony and Clayman and all of them, but I'll take what I can get. There's some good songs in here. There's some clunkers like Vanishing Light. Your Bedtime Story is Scaring Me, which is like, what kind of a song title is that? But whatever. So yeah, I'd give this a 7 out of 10. It's a good album. So then, after that, the next, ready for this now? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, well. 5, actually. Yeah, 5 albums are shit. They're really, really, really bad. I bought A Sense of Purpose when it came out, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, Anders really leans into that. Again, I'll say it. Homework Sucks, Korn, Motionless in White, fucking bullshit. And you could tell because they switched their logo to look more like a fucking Korn logo. But anyway, I bought that album when it came out, and I was just like, I don't even want this. This is just so repugnant to me. A band that made Colony and Horacle, and even like Clayman and Roots Remain, and even like the later shit, it's like, this is fucking horrible. There wasn't one good song on it. I think I like gave it away to someone. The next album, Sounds of a Playground Fading. Again, what the fuck kind of title is that? Like, there's not one good song. Ropes is a good song. At least some of it, because they had like some of the early sounding riffs in it. But otherwise, vocals are horrible. It's just phoned in fucking bullshit. They start to sound more rocky sounding. Siren Charms, awful. Battles, even worse. Eye of the Mask has like a fucking song with like these like kindergarten kids singing the fucking chorus. And you're just like, what in the world is going on? And this is why, like, I'm such a sucker, because like I said, I saw them a couple months ago, and I'm like, maybe they'll play some early shit, you know? And they played like fucking Behind Space and Cloud Connected, and the rest was just shit. And to top it off, cherry on the icing, they had the stupid fucking Lorna Shore guy come out and sing, and it's just like, I'm so done with this band. And so anyway, last year they released Foregone, and I had some high hopes. I'm not gonna say high hopes, but I had some hope for it, because the singles that came out, what was it? State of Slow Decay wasn't bad. The Great Deceiver's not bad, and there were like 1 or 2 others, and it was all kind of like front loaded, because the second half is just so bad. It's so bad. These are just phoned in songs. You could tell Anders doesn't give a shit anymore. It's quite clear. But out of post Come Clarity albums, that one's probably the best. So yeah, I mean, A Sense of Purpose, 4 out of 10. Sounds of Playground Fading, 4 out of 10. Siren Charms, 4 out of 10. And this is me being generous, because these albums are just not good. 4 out of 10 on the best, 3 out of 10 normally. Battles is like a fucking 2.5 out of 10. Eye of the Mask is like a 3 out of 10. It's just not good. And the latest one, I'd give like a 5. So, it's not good. In Flames is horrible now. Don't support them. Don't support their music post Come Clarity. That would be my that would be my advice. And like I said, they re-recorded the Clayman album, and it was just absolute dog shit. No one liked it. No one likes New In Flames. It's not good. Everyone knows it. Like Trump would say, everyone knows it. Everyone's talking about it. It's not good. But that being said, their back catalog, all of this for the most part is some excellent shit. If for whatever reason you haven't heard it and you like riff-based metal like Iron Maiden and just riff-based anything, you're gonna love their early shit. So check that out. Do not check out their new shit. It is fucking trash. So yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next time.